Hello fabulous ones, welcome back to my channel. I am Marlo Keenan, and if you're new here, welcome to the fabulous family. Today we are going to be doing my top favorite foundations of 2021. So of course we will not be playing any games. Let's get into it now. All right. Before we get into it, I want to just do a little bit of housekeeping. Please keep in mind that timestamps are down below if you want to skip to any particular part of the video, okay? And of course, don't forget to subscribe, all that good jazz. Check me out on Instagram. That's where I post all the latest and greatest photos, okay? So before we get into my favorites, I want to go ahead and say that Dossier again wanted to partner with me on their fragrances. For those who don't know, Dossier is a company that creates their fragrances inspired by luxury brand fragrances for a fraction of the price. They are actually having a really great sale right now. I do have a discount code as well down below. Check it out, save you some coin, all of the good jazz. So the first fragrance that I do want to talk about here is Fruity Neroli. I'm probably butchering that name. This fragrance is inspired by Giorgio Armani, and the top notes are bergamot, black currant, strawberry, and it smells absolutely delectable. This also smells just like the actual fragrance of Giorgio Armani. I am familiar with that fragrance and I have been wearing this. I love it and it lasts. Not as long as the original one, I have to say, because I have this one too, but it's a really great fragrance for those who just want to at least try it instead of spending the money for the original one. The next fragrance I have here is Fruity Jasmine, and these top notes are mandarin, green leaves, sweet pea, and this is inspired by the fragrance by Dior, Adore et Perfume. So I am not too familiar with that fragrance, but I do love the scent. Honestly guys, there's not too many perfumes I don't like. I do have my favorites, but I do enjoy this one, and I have been wearing this as well, and I do get compliments on this. So this one is definitely one to check out. So now that that's out of the way, I want to go ahead and talk about my favorites of 2021. So let me do a little disclaimer that some of the foundations that I talk about have not been released in 2021, but they have been ones that I just started using or tried out for the first time, which I was late to the game on a lot of them. But we're gonna first go into the ones that were launched in 2021. The first foundation is by Fenty Beauty. Of course, you guys know I did a video on this and I will link it above. I am in the shade here 345, and when I tell you guys this powder foundation is everything. I have dry skin, and what I love most about it is that it's not drying to the skin. It doesn't look like I have a lot of powder on. I could actually even use this to set my face when I do a liquid, perhaps in the summertime, as a setting powder, but I actually just use it just straight out as a foundation. I absolutely love it. You guys, if you haven't tried it, you're late to the game. The next foundation that I have is by Fashion Fair. I did do a review on this Fashion Fair foundation, and I will link it above. I was most impressed with this for 2021. You know, Fashion Fair is making a comeback back from the 80s, where they focused on melanin skin tones, and they have shades for all of us. This is the cream to powder foundation. When I tell you, this is definitely my favorite out of 2021. It's so natural. I'm in the shade here, Honey Child. It is so natural. It's so, I feel like it's very emollient on the skin. It's not drying. Well, obviously, you know, because it's a cream, it's going to be more nourishing than a powder. But when I tell you, I can't even explain to you how much I love this foundation and how it makes me look. It's just absolutely wonderful. You guys definitely have to go check this out. The next one is actually by Huda Beauty, and this is in the shade Macchiato. It is the a faux filter luminous matte. Now, as you guys know, Huda Beauty reformulated this without any fragrance because a lot of people were just not feeling all the fragrance from the original formula. I didn't mind the fragrance. In fact, I liked it. I like fragrance, but I will tell you the difference is between this formula is not only the fragrance, it is the shade, because I compared it to my other shade and it is a difference. But the formula itself in the terms of the performance and all of that jazz is really good. It is matte, but it also is not so matte that it looks drying. Well, I mean, it's actually a luminous matte is what it's called, but I do like the finish. I always have. I love the original, like I said. It really provides that full coverage that you're looking for without looking cakey. I really do love this foundation. If you don't know, definitely check it out. And surprisingly, you guys may find this as a shock, but the other great foundation from 2021 is this Morphe Soft Focus Foundation. I do have a video on this. I will link it above. I got the perfect match, the perfect shade for my skin, and I really do like it. I don't use much of it. I just use a little bit and it just blends into my skin perfectly. If I just use a little bit, you can still see my freckles, but it does build up into full coverage, but not as full coverage in my opinion as, you know, the Huda Beauty one, but it is a natural finish. I do like it. I prep my skin very well when I'm using it beforehand, and it lasts a pretty decent time once I set it and all of that. But you know what, guys, I don't even wear foundation for like 12 hours anyway, so that part really didn't, you know, matter to me. But the point is that it is a beautiful foundation and it's affordable. Okay, so the foundations that weren't actually launched in 2021, but I just started using them and love is the first one, okay, Tom Ford. I actually have it on right now. It's my perfect shade right now. Actually, it is in the shade 7.2 and I absolutely love it. It is just so beautiful. It's luminous but not like looking greasy. It just blends into the skin. I mean, it has SPF built in it. I believe it's in fact SPF 50 if I'm not mistaken, but in any event, it's so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I'm late to the game, but I got it from the CCO store. I ain't paid the $150, so I got it, you know, at a great price, and it's totally worth the price I paid for it. Okay, the next one you guys know is Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I did a video on this one as well, comparing it to my NARS Sheer Glow, and I love it just as much as my NARS Sheer Glow. I mean, I can't believe that I waited this long to try out this foundation. It's so beautiful. It looks so natural. It's my perfect shade. I mean, I can't believe I waited this long, and this was definitely one of my favorites of 2021. The next one, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, is Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now, let me tell you about this. I love this one too. Perfect shade. Now, this is super, super, super full coverage, okay? Like full coverage. I prep my skin very well with moisturizer. I put on my BB Illumination by Gerard Cosmetics, and I go in with a very light hand. This will last me forever because I'm telling you, I just use a little bit and I'm able to make it spread out where it's still giving me that full coverage, but it's not feeling heavy or anything like that. And that's what I love about it. You know, I think sometimes you just have to apply the foundations that you have that's according to your skin type and make it work in the best way possible. And this is what I did with this one. This is an absolutely beautiful foundation and I absolutely love it. Last but not least is the Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation. Now, this one particularly right here is not my shade, but I use it actually for the T-zone, and then I will go in with a different foundation that is my shade match. I have to actually get a shade that I could wear all over the face, but I absolutely love it. It's sheer, it's perfect for the summer, you know, because I don't wear that much makeup in the summer, especially, you know, foundation or anything like that. And it's just a perfect glow that sinks into the skin, and it's almost like, to me, to be honest with you, a tinted moisturizer, but it's not. you know, and so I am late to the game on this and I absolutely love it. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Let me know, what are your favorite foundations of 2021? Do you have any of these? Are any of the ones that I chose you don't like or like? Please let me know all of the jazz. All right, you guys know I love you so much, and until my next video, bye-bye now.